Attention, maggots! You're about to witness 10 clips of chaos, cringe, and tactical failure. I'll be here between each one, judging you harder than a raccoon in boot camp. Let's begin. Attention, maggots! A woman gets on a bus and the driver yells, "That's the ugliest baby I've ever seen!" She storms to the back, furious, and sits next to a guy. He asks what happened, and she says the driver insulted her and her family. And the man replies, "That's terrible. Go give him a piece of your mind. I'll hold your monkey for you." Congratulations, soldier. You just upgraded from human being to circus act. Now subscribe, or I'll babysit your ego until it learns some manners. Well, that was 33.8 seconds of my life I'll never get back. Attention, maggots! This isn't a fairy tale. This is the kind of nightmare that keeps PETA awake at night. A woman survives a shipwreck, washes up on an island, and the only company she's got, a herd of sheep. No men, no rescue. Just wool, milk, and very bad decisions. Years later, sailors find a kid bouncing with the flock. They ask his name, and he proudly goes, "Bard!" And I say, that's not a child's name. That's the sound of a secret nobody wants to admit. Forget survival, soldier. This is a family tragedy with hooves. Now subscribe before you end up stranded, raising little Barries of your own. Maggot, I've seen better decisions in a raccoon dumpster brawl. Attention, moron! What kind of brain surgery failure am I looking at? You don't lift the cart over the fence. You're not Hercules. You're barely house-trained. She's out here turning a simple trolley into a NASA mission. Just grab it and go, Einstein. And of course, the wheel's stuck. Congratulations, you just lost to an inanimate object. This isn't CrossFit, this is cross-dumb. Lady, even the cart is embarrassed for you. Mission failed, soldier. You didn't just complicate shopping. You declared war on common sense. Mission debrief, hit subscribe, soldier. New roast every week. If cringe was currency, you'd be billionaires. Attention, maggots! What the hell is this? Two cats screaming like they're auditioning for a horror movie. And hold it! What the hell? The dog comes charging in and bites one straight in the ass. They're not talking. They're plotting a war. Paws loaded, claws on, ready to strike. This isn't National Geographic. This is Jerry Springer on 4 legs. That's not a pet fight, soldiers. That's a mental asylum with fur. Now subscribe, or I'll put your pets in the next cage match. That clip made my brain file for early retirement. Attention, maggots! A man thinks his wife is going deaf. So the doctor says, ask her what's for dinner. Move closer each time until she answers. He gets home. Honey, what's for dinner? No answer. Tries again. Closer. Still nothing. Finally, he's right in her face. And she screams for the 50th time. Meatloaf, you deaf moron. Lesson learned, maggot. It wasn't her ears. It was his brain. I've interrogated potatoes with more charisma. Attention, maggots, swipe carefully. This is what desperation with Wi-Fi looks like. Multiple personalities? Great. None of them paid the electric bill. That's why she's still taking mirror pics in a bathroom. That pose, not seductive. It's the universal signal for I lost the will to care 3 years ago. Maggots, forget catfish. This is a dumpster fire with eyeliner. Next one better not make me question evolution again. Attention, maggots. One idiot just got his test results back. He's upset, really upset. He says, I just got my doctor's test results, and it looks bad. Turns out, he's not gonna be a doctor. That's not a diagnosis. That's a life fail. Now subscribe before I prescribe you push-ups, maggot. That was so dry, I got a nosebleed. Attention, maggots. The doctor tells this fool, you've got 1 year to live. So what does he do? The dumbest thing possible. He glitches the doctor out of existence. The judge gives him 15 years in prison. And the clown says, perfect. That's 14 years more than the doctor gave me. That's not genius, soldiers. That's brain damage with a calculator. Now subscribe, or I'll glitch you out of existence too. You call that content? I call it emotional sabotage. Attention, maggots! Man points. You're chained. Dog says that's decorative. Pulls a prison move. Chain over the pole. Freedom unlocked. That's not a dog. That's a furry middle finger with teeth. Subscribe before your mutt starts charging rent. You survived 10 clips. Barely. If you laughed, cried, or lost brain cells, good. Subscribe before karma shows up with a lemon and a leash. Dismissed.